Okay, team, C443, cardio for January. You have 2 main circuits with 1 finishing circuit. Each circuit is 5 exercises and 3 rounds. Now here's how it works though. You're only doing 1 circuit at a time. So everybody's doing circuit 1 at one time, and then once they're done with circuit 1, everybody's gonna be doing circuit 2, all the exercises in circuit 2. You're not running them simultaneously, you're doing them separately. So with that said, again, 5 exercises, 3 rounds. This is how it works. Your work time is always 40 seconds. Round 1, the transition time is 10. Round 2, the transition time is 15. And round 3, the transition time is 20. The whole point of that is to allow them to increase that intensity, or at least keep that intensity throughout this workout, because they're getting extra rest time, recovery time in between each exercise as the workout progresses in the rounds, okay? Again, 5 exercises, 3 rounds. The work time is always 40 seconds. Your first circuit, your first round is just your warm-up. After that, you're gonna increase that intensity, okay? And that's when they can really let it go, as long as they're not sore or anything like that. Again, round 1, the transition time is 10 seconds, round 2, 15 seconds, and round 3 is 20 seconds. Then you get a 60-second break in between that circuit, and then they're gonna do, essentially, they're gonna start right back where they started originally, and they're gonna do the whole thing again, 40 seconds with a 10-second transition time, 40 seconds with a 15-second transition time, and 40 seconds with a 20-second transition time, okay? Again, that transition time goes up to allow them to keep the intensity. The whole idea is to try to maintain that intensity or even increase it, because you get that extra rest. So once they're done with the first 2 circuits, they have their finishing circuits. That's a 45-second transition time from the first 2 circuits to the finishing circuit, which consists of 2 exercises, 3 rounds, 30 seconds. Now each of those rounds, the exercises does change throughout those rounds, but there are only 2 exercises, 3 rounds, a 30 seconds worth of work, 5-second transition time from the first exercise to the second, 10-second end of round rest time. Again, 2 exercises and 3 rounds. That should be plenty enough to really finish off the core for them. They should be burning. Again, you're looking for 2 things when it comes to core. 1, to make sure they're feeling it where they're supposed to feel it. And 2, when the burning starts, that's when the benefit to the actual muscle starts. So don't stop when the burning starts. Try to push through that as long as they can. And these workouts are designed for them to actually be able to do it during that entire time, allow that break, and then hit it again, and actually be able to accomplish the exercises. So their team is cardio for January, C443. Explosive step-ups or the box jump burpees. Once again, guys, if their calves are feeling tight, remember, all the weight comes down on that one foot, okay? What do you slow it down with? You're slowing it down with your calf, so that puts a lot of strain on the calf. If their calves are feeling tight or weird, do not have them do the explosive step-ups. Okay, the explosive step-ups, you switch at the top just like this, or you add that hop in there. If they don't want to do that, they can do the box jump burpees, which is walk back, walk up, walk on, walk off, or jump on and jump off. And the nice thing about this is you're distributing that weight through both of your calves, so it's half. It cuts it in half. The slam ball burpee. Once again, if they're going to do a burpee, if there's any medicine balls, and if anybody decides to grab a medicine ball and do a burpee, they're gonna break their nose. So make sure that they don't use a medicine ball if they're gonna do a burpee. So here, hips go back, knees wide, chest stays up, you slam it down, you walk back, walk up, slam it down, or jump back, jump up, or you can add that hop, stay on that ball, and again, jump back and forth. And again, they can do any variation from there. This one here, you have a few options here. Option 1, arms come out, legs come up, and we just pass it, just back and forth like this. Option 2, we come up, kind of like a V up. Each time we're coming up, we're passing that ball. The medicine ball clean and press. If they want more legs, they go deeper into that. If they want less and they want to utilize the upper body, they stay shallow. If they want to add that hop, you can add that hop, but if they do, they land soft. Next, you have the rack anchored. Then last but not least is gonna be ladders jump in and out. So option 1 is just like they did before, stepping in and out just like that, or jumping in and out. And again, key is gonna be speed. Now, burpee here, pretty simple. Walk back, walk up, walk on, walk off, or jump on and jump off. Once again, you have any variation. So they can jump on, walk off, they can do any different variation that they need to on that. I prefer to have them use the lower box, less impact, go faster with the lower box. If they need to, they can go to the taller box. Again, it's a little bit more impact, but I prefer to have them use the smaller box. Knees wide, hips go back. Work comes from the hips, guys. So when we're doing this, our knees are wide, our hips go back. The squat, we catch it at the very bottom. So we let go at the very bottom. That way it allows us to speed this thing up and increase that intensity. Now, if you're gonna use a medicine ball, let me grab one here real quick. If you're gonna use a medicine ball, you're not gonna go deep into that squat because a medicine ball has a lot more rebound. So if you're really hitting it hard, even if you come down just a little bit, that thing's gonna come back at you. So you don't wanna be going down deep into that squat. Okay, but that's an option for people that have knee or hip issues or something like that. So there are options. Here's a plank on the ground, or option 2, plank on the stability ball, circles, just forwards and backwards. And option 3 is going to be on their toes. The further they extend this ball away, the more they're going to get that core work if it starts to bother their back, because once these are fatigued or if they don't have enough strength, it's going to, that lower back's going to take up all that work to stabilize that spine. So you can always just make sure you feel it here. I would lower that step to 1 or no risers. Then from there, you're doing the medicine ball side to side chops. So medicine ball side to side chops right here. Now on this one, imagine a tree in front of us. We're just chopping from side to side. Key is going to be speed. As you speed it up, the intensity goes up. As you speed it up, the core work goes up, okay? Your lower back is part of that core. If they have lower back issues, just turn it into a clean. Then last but not least is gonna be ladders jump in and out. So option 1 is just like they did before, stepping in and out just like that, or jumping in and out. And again, key is gonna be speed. Now, wipers, right side, then left side. So option here is legs are bent, okay? And they just come down and back up again. Option 2, legs are straight. Try not to come up to top dead center because that way they keep the tension on. Option 3 is going to be raising those hips. Notice my hips come off the ground. That's going to make it a lot harder. So that is going to be, you're going to do right side and then left side. Then the last option, once again, shoulder comes all the way back. One leg comes up, the other leg stays down. Option 2, both legs. Option 3, we come up. And then option 4, come up just like that. You can again do right side and then left side. Then you're going to be doing the side plank hip lift. So cross crunch, we're going to come up and over, side to side. Now, if that's not enough, they can do the V-up cross, okay? Just like that, okay? Taking the lower back off the ground. Now, again, if they have lower back issues, they want to keep that lower back on the ground, never take it off the ground because that is going to put more pressure on that lower back. From there, we're going to be doing the hold or the V-up hold. So your options here are going to be crunch hold, shoulders off the ground, crunch hold, legs off the ground, crunch hold here, or the V-up hold, which you just straighten the legs out.